you've got to credit Roberto with, well, just an unbelievable finish and actually an unbelievable route back into the match, and he will be waiting for the winner of this one as Dynamite Darren Appleton gets us underway.
And of course, Darren Appleton taking down Chris Melling in the previous round. Shane Thompson taking down Corey Deuel. And here we are, the winner of this, Roberto Gomez. Darren played very, very well in his last match, as well as Shane. So this should be a great match. I'm anxious to see how the time goes on this first rack.
Yeah, there's some work on this first rack. Darren has the first opportunity, but plenty of work involved.
And with the time clock running down, he calls his extension. Players do receive one extension per rack. And here, just really trying to figure out the proper way. He's got 4 seconds. He must shoot quickly. Hopefully that's not what cost him this first rack.
Well, he really wanted to be stripes, and you can see why. He can deal with the stripes near the left centre, but not the solids.
Yeah, and this is a really good position for Shane here to start off strong against Darren, who, again, really was red hot in his last match. And this is the start that Shane wants. It's a little funny here on the angle, but I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out. This is definitely not a pretty rack. I don't want to run this.
I think if he gets this shot right, though, it could pop open.
You called it correct, Simon. He was able to pop it open. The question is, does he have a shot here?
Yeah, I think he's okay. I think the 14 worst way he could slide it in off the 8.
I think he also has the edge of the 11, maybe just enough to cut it in this bottom left pocket. That could cause some major issues with the 9 and the 13.
Because he stopped the cue ball the way he did, I just felt like he was going to be comfortable with the shot on the 14, but he's looking away from it.
And this is a tester here. Pocket accepts it. He was able to really, really come out good on that one. And Shane's really been playing good today. Very decorated, ultimate pool pro. And he came over here and he says, this is what we're getting into, boys. And he's ready to play. He's ready to play and he's ready to win. Just trying to see what is his plan for the 14 here, because the pockets are limited for it.
Left side pocket, I suppose.
And from this angle, he's going to have to go past the 8 ball, don't you think?
He could go both ways, but you feel like going past the 8 ball's the one. It's going to give him the wider margin of error.
Well, and that's what he's going to have to do here. Well, and he hit it well. Yeah. He hit it very well.
Very nice touch.
Yeah, absolutely great shot here by Shane. And just needs to pot the 8 ball. I'm talking like you guys now. I've been watching too much. I've been listening to you guys too much. It rolls off the tongue pretty well, though. And here we see Shane go with the sideball break.
Yeah, he changed to it at the back end of his match with Corey. He went, if you remember, he went straight in top left, went straight in top right, and made him change. He was hitting the break better going front ball, though. This is not a good layout.
Yeah, this is rough. Well, and Shane, today, when you think about the matches that are matches that you remember, Shane has kind of snuck in quietly taking out his opponents. Even with the 6-ball shootout, it was kind of a quiet match. There was a comeback. The 6-ball shootout happened. He snuck by the 6-ball shootout, but he's been very quiet today in the way that he's winning. All the other matches have had dramaticies and crazy ups and downs. So I feel like Shane's just trying to sneak through the rest of this tournament so he can snap off the Louisiana Shootout. And that ball falls barely.
And this could open everything up for him. That just dropped in, as you say, but he now has an angle on the 14, and this will open everything up if he gets this one right.
Definitely wants to focus on making this ball no matter what, because a miss here could really give Darren a chance to get back in.
The surprise is not the miss, it's how far he missed it by. Wasn't close.
He actually came out not great, but if you're going to miss, I'd rather miss like this than leaving a dead open shot. He has the 4-ball in the corner, but it is kind of a tricky shot. It's a little closer to the cue ball than I'd want it to be, and you're kind of going at it at a weird angle. This is not a given shot. He can miss this.
And he has missed it.
Just barely.
Yeah, 2 shots played in the match for Darren, both of them gone wrong. Not the start he was looking for. Hasn't followed on from that great performance against Chris.
Yeah, and this is Shane's chance to really jump out, take the lead, be in control of the match like he's done throughout this tournament so far. Oh, no. And now we're in a situation where we're trading misses here.
Tough ball for both, but thought they'd both make.
Absolutely. Darren taking on that tough shot, and Shane, I thought, had a much better chance at that one, but it wasn't meant to be. Now Darren, everything's kind of lined up right in front of a hole. You're just a tip-tap shot away from getting on the 8-ball. He's just got to take it one shot at a time. The biggest question in this run is, when do you take the 5-ball and where do you take it? Everything else kind of has a designated hole. You can see the line, but there's a few options here for that 5-ball.
I'd like it last, if I'm honest. Get it connects to the 8-ball nicely. Darren agrees.
Darren played that well enough so he's able to use the cushion to get the cue ball over, going rail first here. It was a solid shot. Oh, he actually went on the outside. That's even better.
I think if he goes rail first, it just gets it going a little bit too far to the right. Brings in, maybe a little bit of more traffic.
Of course. When he played the 5-ball well, straight in on the 8-ball. Settle down, take your time, and tie it up. 1-1. Darren Appleton, Shane Thompson. Just getting started, guys, and all of it for free live right here on the Ultimate Pool Facebook and YouTube pages. Nothing better than free pool, right?
Yes, absolutely. Plenty more to come as well.
And Darren here was able to make a ball. He's got another weird layout here. It's kind of weird with it where everything's sitting. You don't want to be in a situation where that shot clock comes in again, Darren. That wasn't great to you last time. Able to call his extension here. Still trying to decide what to do.
Oh, I thought he missed another one then.
It definitely was close.
It was, yeah. I think he thought he missed it. He was getting himself ready just to walk back in frustration.
He's still talking to himself. He's not happy about it, but you made the ball. Let's forget about that one and get out here. Finish the run. Oh, a little kiss off the 11 there.
Yeah, a little bump just to help the cause.
Not sure if that was planned or not, but it worked out for him. And really just nice and easy for Darren here. I think the hope here is just don't overthink it. Take the shots that are given to you. The 8 ball is a little odd here because I'm not sure if it goes past the 1. There are other pockets for it, but to get on the other side of the table for that 8 ball in the side pocket might be a little more movement than you'd want to do.
Should be able to pick his angle here, though. Perfect connections.
It's a little straight.
Just manipulate the pocket just a touch, just to get the middle of the table. There we go.
Played it well.
Yeah.
Haven't seen too many great run-out scenarios, but if there was a time to have one, this would be it. Going for that side ball break again. Keep an eye on the 8 ball. See what happens. Oh, no dice on the 8 ball, but he's able to make a ball. Everything's kind of out in the open.
Yeah, much better than his opening break.
This might be the best break we've seen in this match.
Yeah.
And it's still a little tricky. Ideally, you'd love to have a ball that goes in every pocket, but has a that's close to a pocket. But some of these balls are very, very restrictive on where they can be played.
I think he really wanted to take the 4 ball there, but it's not much pocket showing, so he's having to go the other way.
I actually like that first starting off shot to try and clear the top left side of the table and really be able to work close to your next ball down here on the bottom right. That was a pretty pivotal shot there. This next one's going to be a little odd here. What ball are you playing next, Simon?
It's an interesting one because you'd love to be where the 13 ball is. That's the perfect spot, but it's obviously you risk being blocked off. He's played that lovely. You've got your cue ball where the 13 is. You'd be on a choice of a couple that both give you good connections and great shape.
I think really here, it's just a matter of personal preference on how you want to play it, what you want to play. He's opting for the 4 ball. Just going to see it drag across to the 6, a little bump. Not the best outcome there. And seeing a lot more of shots like these. He's looking at playing the 6 off the 15.
Yeah, it's just all about the cue ball. Just a lot easier to keep it under control. But don't miss.
Well, a pretty valiant effort there. Not an easy shot. But unfortunately, Darren comes to the table here and is looking to crush Shane Thompson's dreams of becoming the Louisiana Shootout champion by cutting him off in the semifinals here. 2-1, Darren with the lead, looking to make it 3.
Didn't want the double kiss there. Just going to have to rework it out.
And the 14 ball definitely goes down in this bottom right-hand corner. I feel like maybe he could have got a better angle on it, but it's not the worst thing in the world, so he should be able to work it out and get past it. Great shot there by Darren. He's able to rework for that 14. I still think he wants a different angle here. He wants to get as close to that 14 ball as he can with still having a little bit of angle. And he should be able to make this 14 hold for the 11. Good shot there. He's got plenty of angle here for the 11 ball, so he'll just be able to, well, however he pleases to get on the 8 ball. There's plenty of pockets for it. It looks like he might be looking towards the left side or the left corner. Good play there. He kind of ended up on the 50-yard line for either the corner or the side, but maybe a better shot on the side pocket here. And there it goes. It drops. Darren Appleton, dynamite. And Darren now going to that side ball break with a much better result.
Apart from he doesn't have a great opener.
And this is a situation here where you did everything right and you just don't have a great shot to start the rack. And it's so frustrating, but it happens sometimes.
Do you take the bank? You make the bank, you win the frame. The strike's a really good hit.
Yeah, I think I'm taking the 9 ball one rail bank. Depending on how comfortable I feel with the table, I might try to cut it, but the bank is the correct shot. And he makes it. The 10 and the 14 tie up, but that's okay. Both of those balls are able to be made in different pockets, especially once you clear that 15 ball. Darren's in a really good position here to extend his lead. Beautiful shot, beautiful setup.
Yeah, it's almost like one really good positional shot away from this being absolutely routine for him. That's why he's just taking his time, just trying to work it out completely. Really wants the 14 to go top right, but looks a little tight.
Yeah, I think we've all been in that situation as players where we keep looking at that ball and we keep staring at it and we keep trying to determine if we can squeeze it past there. But it doesn't matter how many times you look at it. If it doesn't go, it doesn't go.
I think he's got about half a pocket. Yeah, you see it just go in off the left hand.
That one was a really good shot. Now, a little close to the 10 ball and kind of at an awkward angle. But
come down the table, though.
Able to shoot the 12 here instead. And now just the 10 ball in the track here. Just got to pull this back if he decides to shoot the 10. I think he's questioning whether or not he wants to shoot the 13 first, but good shot there. A little bit of angle really opens it up. 8 ball goes in the left side pocket. And this shot, again, not a gimme.
Similar to the one that Tyler missed, wasn't it, in the previous semi-final?
Yeah, it doesn't have to go. But it's going to for Darren. 4-1. Going back to their roots, having a flashback story. And this could be that. Darren Appleton already taking out Chris Melling. Wants to add Shane Thompson to his list. Excuse me.
Starting to get to a really important time here for Shane to put together a break and run and get going again here.
I think he feels good about this one, the way he hit that ball. He looked like he was in a little bit of free-form mode. And really here, he's got some work to do. He's got his work cut out for him. But if he can just do a couple things right, everything's kind of lined up. And just really needs to get a good shot on this 9-ball off of this 15. He's got to play good shape here. And if he does, he's got a great opportunity to get himself back in this match. It's so close to the point here.
Yeah, it doesn't need to do too much, but just has to be careful with it. She is, and that's come out okay.
Now this is a little tricky here. He's got to back the ball up. He could just bump into the 6 if he has that angle. He's able to hold over. It's not the easiest shot, and the cue ball is a little bit of a wild card here.
He actually had enough angle that he could have come underneath the 10 and taken it up the table. Wide open, top left, and there was no bad angles for him to not be able to get onto the 8.
Thin cut, and it just doesn't fall. It seems like nothing is going right for Shane here. Darren here, I'm sure happy to be at the table. Probably didn't think he was going to be at the beginning of that run.
Nothing in the way here. This is just fairly routine for Darren. Just run through them. Get yourself on frame away, but also deep into the final 10 minutes.
And we have already dropped past that 10-minute mark.
Yeah.
So that shot clock is moving a little fast. I didn't even notice it.
Yeah, there's a few times today where it just snuck up on you and you just all of a sudden you're like, wow, there's only 8 minutes to go.
Well, and within these 8 minutes, no matter what, we will know who joins Roberto Gomez in the finals. By the looks of this rack, Dynamite, Darren Appleton trying to make that him, but it's not over yet. There's still time left. No doubt it's going to be a tough road. If Shane's going to win this match, he's got a very, very big hurdle in front of him because Darren Appleton is on the hill with 7 minutes left. Shane Thompson being held to just one rack.
Louisiana Shootout, and then...
Where is our trophies? Have we posted these online yet?
No, not yet. They'll be seen, well, in about an hour or so's time when we hand it out.
8 ball moving. Last ball moving goes down. He throws his hand up, says, I got a little lucky there. It's never bad to be lucky. I'd rather be lucky than good.
Yeah, a little bit of luck always helps. You tend to need a little bit of that on the route through to winning a tournament. You feel that, as good as Roberto Gomez was in the previous semi-final, he had his touch, in terms of Tyler, going in off when it looked like he'd had the match wrapped up, and Maybe Darren just had a little touch there, just a tiny little one. I'm not a big fan of the hand of apology for that, mind. It was what you're trying to do off the break is to make a ball.
Yeah. I'm kind of in the same boat. Apologies on a pool table don't really mean a whole lot for me.
Because you don't mean it.
But I'll never take it as disrespectful, so I just kind of let it go. I didn't really expect to see him go that direction, but it's going to work out. He's got the 12 ball.
He just needed an angle to be able to get down for the 9 ball. That was the key, really, to this frame.
I very much dislike queuing up over 2 balls like that because, again, playing all ball fouls, all it takes is just a slight touch, just nothing, any type of touch, and you're giving up ball in hand, and that's not what anybody wants. 14 ball here does not pass the 3. Maybe it does.
If it does, it helps, but he can get onto it into the side, but I think he'd prefer not to.
Played that one nice and easy. Really good touch shot here by Darren. And here he is. He's wanting his cue ball to be just above that second diamond. Wants to be able to shoot the 14 in the side pocket and set himself up for the winning 8-ball shot in the bottom left-hand corner. What a play by Darren Appleton so far. No pun intended. I'm pretty sure this finals is going to be dynamite.
It's going to include dynamite. It's going to include Darren Appleton, who, after a slightly slow start in the opening frame, pretty much got going and played some brilliant pool thereafter. Shane Thompson could not quite find the form of earlier on in the day, and he has to bow out at the semi-final stage. But Darren Appleton will march on through